Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
That's right, folks. It's fun drawing time. Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org. Your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. Sorry, I realized the cats had lost my stylus and they are nigh impossible to replace, so I'm very possessive. We are also made possible by sales. Oh, my collar is popped. Gosh. I am not Brosidon. I'm not a cleric of Brosidon. Anyway, made possible by the simple sword. You're one. I'm all discombobulated today. This manual, the simple sword, the fighting axe, and the simple spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others, and of course, one more to get me back somewhere near where the rails are supposed to be. Hates and hellfire, dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Are you standing against the forces of darkness today? I hope you are. Forces of darkness have enough support as is already. Now, I am coming at you live and in living color from the wonderful, wonderful world of Central Indiana, where it looks like this year we're having either hay or, honest to gosh, it looks like Minecraft wheat out there. So it could be wheat. I'm not sure. It yellowed up real fast. But whatever it is actually attracting deer. I've seen the first deer I've seen in a couple of years. They don't usually live very long out here. So it's kind of nice. The critters are coming back around. Nature is healing. While it is not as deep a foliage as the native corn that the corn sharks are just so fond of, rest assured, corn sharks are in the wheat, along with their natural competitors, raptors, which are in the tall grass. So things are getting a little spicy across the street. In other news, yesterday was an interesting day, a fascinating day, in that I had a guest for a lengthy amount of time where I got to talk some shop. That being lovely brother Ricky. Ricky came by, and I enjoyed that greatly. We talked about a lot of things, including but not limited to. Where I come here, I know I can look farther. Slightly OP Nerf guns, and has that been left primed this whole time? That's not good. Give me a second. Oh, the safety's on. Whoo, whoo! That thing still pops. God, they're beautiful blasters. Anyway, I have to film some Nick Knows Nerf videos. We had some stuff come up that got in the way, but I'm looking forward to that. And it's game week, so I've got a lot going creatively. I've been asking my players what they want out of the game, what do they think should happen next? Do they have any requests? And it's been interesting because so far it's all been personal plot. I've yet to have anybody request something plot, like overarching plot. This is interesting. What that tells me is two things. One, I am writing my NPCs far too well. Yay. And two, it might be time for just a hint of villainous cruelty. Wheel of morality, turn, turn, turn. Which is the character that will burn? Anyway, before we get into art shenanigans and that, because this is Wednesday, and Wednesday is always fun drawing time. Because you know me, I'm down with the FDT. Now, there are all sorts of comments going on, so we're going to pop our way through the lovely comments. And then we're going to get into doing some art after a break. You know the routine. First through the door is Carl Witzman. Good morning, friends and lurkers. Good morning, Carl. I hope that little bit of, how do I phrase this? Educational content I shared to the green room, not the green room, the secret humor group, was amusing. Hey, Witzman dude. Hey, Donna. Y'all getting cute. Slept late, so... Oh! A dereliction of duty? Dawn, what do you think? Oh, I know! He made Donna make the coffee! Ah! Okay. You ready? We're going to calm down. Everything's going to be cool. We're going to be cool. You made Donna make the coffee. Is she going to give you the antidote? Also counting me. Robo spam calls and AI are driving me nuts. Woo! Welcome to the party. Oh, because some of you are really into micro expressions, and I get some interesting messages. I did stumble and mildly twist, sprain, hyperextend, dislocate, or otherwise really cheese off my ring finger on my right hand. So you'll catch me doing a lot of this. I'll be fidgeting with it. I may wince. I may sound sharp or angry. None of that is anything other than I am in a mild amount of inconvenient pain, and I'm really considering just buddy taping these two fingers together and giving them a bit of a break. Break probably not being the best word. Plus, I found my cigar in champagne. Oh my gosh, I hate when that happens. First off, per YouTube, we do not condone. I do not condone tobacco use. I do not promote it. I don't condone it. But I do acknowledge it. Much like violence. Thank you, YouTube. They sure aren't living up to their commercials. No. From Columbus to Cincinnati today? Ooh. I like Cincinnati. I was surprised at what a neat little burg it was. I wish I would have been able to spend more, but driving it is an absolute nightmare. I smell a trip to Binny's in our future. Okay, and thanks, Hokey. Hockey, I know what Binny's are. And where? Hey, Foxy, what are you doing? How are you? I want to tell you, I am so tired, and I've had such a day. I read that as beignets, and that tells me as a fat man, I am craving donut or donut adjacent materials. Come at me, you know. Wow, I said that. I hear Xander thud. Not literally, child. Anyway, where's Foxy and Dawn? Rings bell. Foxy came in earlier, right there. Hockey. Okay, they're talking about hockey. Oh, Blackhawks before Utah guy game. I see. So we got some Chicagoland commercials. This is our favorite shop. Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys like that. Piles of yarn. Okay, you're trying to summon Dawn. We're all for that. Toss a few almonds. Yay, thanks, Dawn. Gets into conjuring pose. Don't forget to like and share. Okay, Nick. Hey, Donna. And I'm just going to skip that because they're not paying me. Now save for headphones. Hey, Nick. We were just having rain, I think. Yeah, it's been raining off and on, just enough to interfere with some of my craftier plans. Good morning. Hi, Dan. Morning. There's our Dawn. Good morning, Uncle Carl and Donna, Foxy and Nick and Captain Dan. Good morning, Angelina. Our fair Angelina. And since Dawn is here, I have to give her she has three. You know what? She has three things. She has The Adventures of Buddy and Georgette, her fashionable felines you can read about on Facebook. They don't usually look like this, but for a little bit of money or otherwise, they can. Remind you guys if you need really cute cat toys, you can get Cat Wiggles through Dawn. And of course, if you want to help Dawn and Ted deal with offsetting the cost of Ted's cancer, may I consider the I Help Ted Kick Cancer in the Throat shirt. I'm rather pleased with that one's design. Now, I almost ended the stream. I went to click the comments and missed. It's one of those, friends. Let's see. So, Don, good morning. And we had that. And last day of Double Munsey Magnet event. Yeah, Uncle Carl, I capped a bunch of Munsies today. I thought I capped 5, but the app says it was more like 20. I do not understand that at all. I will need more of your guide. I saw what you shared. Very nice. Indeed. Because, look, sometimes the whole plot requires my screen coming back. No, sometimes the whole plot really is. And that's okay, too. I just want to remind people that they were getting overpowered in what can be the plot. Now, Thesis and I are taking a rest day. Yes, good. We've been running busy the last couple of weeks, so we're taking today off. Absolutely do so. Rest. Sleep in. Enjoy each other's company. Great job, Angelina. My son was driving me around Dalton, and I was catching virtual Munsies as well. Excellent. Rest up. Hope you're not hurting too bad from PTE. Yeah, we'll just gloss over that one. Hugs to Foxy. I decided I'm going to skip Wednesdays and do Monday and Friday to give recovery in between. That sounds good. Dawn says morning, Xander. He isn't up yet. Probably a good idea, at least for the next few weeks. Morning, folks. Woohoo! Only here for a moment. Accountability. There will be a creative play tonight. Still working on a bunch of other stuff. Now back to the work on the other stuff. Later, everyone. Woohoo! Because I don't bounce back the way I should. I am totally familiar with that. Hi, Joe. Bye, Joe. Hey, Joe. Accountability. Doc appointment for Ted. Then head down to Stooges to restock Cat Wiggles. You're restocking your product. Yes. Thank you. And thank you. Always. We all need a creatives at play. I may have a small arms deal I have to engage in today, so I'm looking forward to it, but we'll see if I can get back in time. So Dawn, how much would your cat struggle if you tried to dress them like that? Are you dressing the cats to be proper? I'm sorry, there's a lovely lady from India who did not want a cat, but now that she has one, well, her mom didn't want a cat. And her mom now dresses the cat up in proper, Hindi sorry fashion, and any error I make is accidental, not intentional, but it's really cute. It's painfully cute. So I have to wonder if that's what you're talking about. Just a random thought. Suppose I should throw my cap. Yep, I would probably need a blood confusion. Yes, I understand that. Okay, where do I stand on telling kids the truth about traditions before? So tell them or believe like we did when we were kids. Okay, great question. I had cat Godzilla Doctor Forever. Okay. Honestly, that is one of those I've had an intense. One of the biggest fights with my wife because I do not believe in lying to children. So I didn't. Now my son has had limited access to social media because he's autistic, but I believe right as much. Okay, it is vital for children to understand the magic in the world, but it is also vital for us not to deceive them on a lot of subjects, so that something that's hard to discuss is when they are fully they trust us. I'd rather sacrifice some silliness on the low end rather than face it on the high end. But my son is autistic at a level that we really didn't have to, and in a style we didn't have to argue much about that. It's a fascinating question. I just don't like lying to kids. I'm sorry. Also, I know it's not popular. Don't teach your children cutesy names for their anatomy. Okay? Teach them the proper medical terms. I subbed for 12 years. I've worked with special needs folks professionally and now we'll say privately for about 20, somewhere in there, off and on. There have been cases where the child did not have the verbiage to explain what was going on, and things went a lot longer. It's not chipper, but this is part of why I don't lie to kids. I may have to say that that's something I can't talk about because of the setting, or something that I can't that they're not ready for, so you have to phrase it in a way that they can understand. Because I work with a lot of teens, and I volunteer with teens and preteens, especially, I am privy to information. You understand? And sometimes it's painful that the children are forced to grow up so fast. But that doesn't give me leave to necessarily respond as though they're adults because they're still children. I hope that makes sense. I'm talking around some very serious issues. I don't mind doing it, but it has to be handled carefully with tact and concern for all parties. So that's what I have to say about that. I hope that answered your question. And Foxy is giggling, and yeah, dressing cats is dangerous. And greetings. We've no need to dress Indigo. I bet Indigo would love a jacket. He would just love a raincoat or something. You never know. Dawn, don't forget Gretchen today. Did you leave Gretchen in the box? Oh my gosh. I just realized just such a deep cut of not only do you have to be a specific fan of a series of novels, that children should not read. Uh, you have to get an obscure fact where okay, Gretchen in the Box. I don't know who this Gretchen is, but I will tell you about Gretchen. I am I've fallen behind due to finances and distraction, but I am a rather big fan of Laurel K. Hamilton. She is a fairly prodigious author, fairly prolific author of the Anita Blake Vampire Hunter series and some others. I personally love her Mary Gentry, but you have to understand that that is an extreme level of spice that some people can't tolerate. That being said, Anita Blake Vampire Hunter had a young vampire made a mistake. Well, a relatively young vampire. We'll say a lower power vampire. And one of her main characters put her in vampiric timeout, which is basically change her in a coffin. And the problem is, for several books over many years, the author kind of forgot about her. And only later did they remember, oh, wait, Gretchen's still in the box. Because she wasn't a terribly important character. So some brilliant web person, I don't remember their name, on forums and things that got passed around, wrote, the annals of Gretchen in the Box. So I cannot see the name Gretchen without thinking of some poor vampire who got stuck in a box because they goofed up, who spent her whole time hallucinating, trying to imply that she and her vampire lord, with whom she had a massive crush on in one form or another, were indeed Hansel and Gretel. It's great fun. But yeah, it's funny how a single name or something can just trigger. Snapping with that figure is not something I should do. I have just learned something. Anyway, private joke. Okay. And we normally do okay financially, but lately prices are so high. There's been more month than money. I've had to put things like groceries on my credit card. Yes. And if we're going to talk about this, I'm going to say it's going to get worse, guys. And I've spent the last while warning folks that something was coming, and it's hitting now. So really, the spring, if you can plan to anything, I know in the very near future I have to put in a bunch of potatoes and tomatoes, but I have to put in a bunch of potatoes for Xander, just in case. I'd rather be more prepared and not need it than be need it and not be prepared. So I've been slowly making minor choices. I was saying with my daughter, I told her the truth. I don't want her to trust everything I say, even though others mess that up. I understand that. And it's typed. This is yesterday, Nathan Casual mentions he may need to borrow money with distrust to get caught up in bills. Oh, I'm so sorry, Angelina. If you have any writing or anything I can promote, I'll do. We're okay. Mandy works. Because of Xander's situation, I can't. And that officially. So I basically make my Amazon sales, which may or may not be much. Honestly, I consider $50 a very good month. And what I make through my Patreon, which is open, you guys can see how much I think that's pretty much there. And that's all I make to hold everything together. And that's why I've done some things. I've stockpiled Nerf blasters so that because I figure by the end of summer, it's going to be tight on all the kids. And at least I can make sure a bunch of them have new to them Nerf blasters to play with. And I've acquired a few less expensive training swords so that I can train some of the teens. We may be taking in my brother. I'm not sure. I don't know. Should not have said that, but I'm keeping options in case like his rank gets too high. In case, yeah, there may be a couple people that may just have to pile in, which means I will need to be getting help with both the outside and the downstairs. And it is what it is. Ouch. Yes. In happier news, Mama Thesis has crooked toes too. So she needs the little toast thing she had me try. Oh, I bet. Yes, toast splints are wonderful things. I'm all like, you have a 15 trust that you can withdraw money from, and you've been letting me rack up debt? Yeah. I don't understand. I'm sorry, I had to reread that. I am so sorry to hear that. Hugs to Angelina. If you need, look, I'm going to say something really dumb, and I am going to put it out there. I am incredibly grateful to the folks who help my Patreon, because right now that's helping us with. Well, it's what gets us through when things are tight. Because librarians don't make a lot of money, and Amanda, even though she's the head of our library, does not make a lot of money. So I appreciate the Patreon stuff, but if you guys are hurting, if anybody's hurting, and cutting that out will help you, do it. I'd rather you not hurt, and never want somebody to hurt themselves helping me. Okay? But if you do want to help me, I accept it where I can. You know? And the only thing I've visited today is down the hall, and I'm happily doing nothing. That sounds fun. Is it cold there too, Foxy? About 44. High 62. It is 49 and raining right now here. Brr. Need to read that series. The other one does explain a lot about my Gretchen, though. Anita Blake Vampire Hunter. I will warn you. The series goes very low to no spice to suddenly a lot, because Miss Hamilton had some life revelations about her sexuality, her opinions on some things, and it's reflected in her books. But I've got blankets and a dog, so I'm good. That sounds good. Oh, Tailbone Pop Loud. Oh, God. I know that one. It's okay. It was a good pop. Thank goodness for that. Okay, we're about half hour in. It's only $5. Well, it is much appreciated, because it does mean I pile it, I let it condense, and then I buy things like, hey, the mask brought out. You guys got me this. You guys got me a mask to keep my head safe when I teach the kids. That means I'm not wedged in a mask that was too small for me that I had to stretch out and then use for 25 years. So I was using the same mask for 20 some odd years. It was time. But I'm going to run an ad, and then I'm going to switch over, and I'm going to do some art for y'all. Let's see. We'll probably run the Somerton one so I can do the check on Xander. Before I do, I'm going to do this just in case I'm running a momentary late. So I'll see you in a little under 2 minutes.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found the suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
All right. Where are we? I'm here, guys. Don't worry. I'm just loose. There we go. We're going to do this. Stuart demanded to say hi. So there we go. Good morning, Stuart. Everybody got to see you. Yes, that's my nose. Good boy. But I have to do art. The people are demanding art, sir. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I have to do art. Okay, you need to lay down. Go on down. We'll see how well that works, but we're going to bring this to here, move me way down over here because you guys don't care about that part, and flick that so I can see my whole screen. Yay! We have music provided by the incomparable Dan Hollifield, whom you should all love and adore. The man is a genius. And let's just go highly energetic particles. And let's see what we had here. Any more comments? Oh, wow. Okay, back down to one. I can't wait either. They'll be so good for you, Angelina. 67. It was supposed to be colder. Stuart came by. Everybody's happy to see Stuart. And if you go quiet, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I always speak highly of you, sir. I may not, for the medical need of my sleep, I haven't been able to hang out with you as much as I prefer to. But I may have to schedule one of those. I may just have to plan to suffer. Okay, what kind of day am I feeling? What kind of day am I feeling? I want to see something. I just want to see how the lazy people will do it. Yeah, that's how the lazy people would do it, or Joe. I like to do my own, so we're going to back out of that. Sort of, there we go. And, yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will do something a little more colorful than what I've done. So, first we'll color in a reasonable sky. And I'm glad that Freddy's doing better. Let me get up to about 200. Yeah. So we're doing the classic. I'm starting with an airbrushed, very steady sky. I'm going to play with the colors otherwise, but right now I'm starting very simple. Downward stroke, smooth across. Downward, there we go. Downward stroke a little bit, and then smooth across. I want to get back into airbrushing. I have so many wonderful tools and things that I will be doing when the heat hits. Because for me, I consider that there are two winters. There is hot winter and there is cold winter. It gets so hot I can't go out, so Oh, Angelina. Um, Check at your local library. There, you can check books out through your local library, so you can get audiobooks that way. You can listen to them through Amazon or other services. Um, let me speak with Mandy, because she knows. For anyone else listening, my lovely wife, and I will send you all the links of freebies that you can get. Okay, absolutely, I would be happy to facilitate. Actually, you're friends with me on Facebook. Please message me while if you have the means and a chance, and I will definitely get on getting you some information for free audiobooks, because I know that that can be done. Anyway, we've got our nice sky. Let's just get cloudy with it a bit. Sorry, I got distracted. I got excited. But yes, contact your local library. You can check out CDs from your library, and remember, you can always go old school if you have a computer with a disk drive. Which this is my first computer that doesn't have one, but the old one does. You can just rip directly from the CD, and you can get audiobooks. Also, check your thrift stores. Many times, a little bit more volume to this here. The like Goodwills and what have you will have audiobooks in the CD section. Surprisingly cheap. I need actually to go take some money and do a physical media rent, which I know that doesn't. You were looking for free, but I want to remind you that that's there, and oftentimes, check it out from the library, download it for free. Yes, well, Atlas struggled to do that. Oh, you're asking Don? What's this? A shameless chance to plug my friend again? Cat, you see the depicted, they are a little yarn knit toy for cats. Or crochet. I believe it's crochet. Yep, crochet. Anyway, I'm trying. Now we're gonna put some darker ones, and I'll smooth it out a bit. Oh, a little bit dark. I'm just gonna play with it. I'm gonna layer it out. Whoop! I forgot to hide you can hide the thing too. I have not done any audio reads of my own stuff because I stutter so bad. You're a hooker, not a poker. Oh yeah. Yeah. Very dreamlike. I'm digging the dreamlike. Vibe. I want to stretch that. A little darker. Get super soft kind of vibe. There we are. I'll come right back here to this. Sure, put that in some more. strong, smooth strokes. And we're going to come down into the purples. Oh, I need a dark purple. I need a purple with some attitude to it. There we go. This is a purple that understands that it is the night and it's inevitable. Of course. Always, always, always best love to Lynn. Fabulous woman. Very patient, very tolerant. She put up with a lot of our more elaborate conversations happening at really odd times. Okay. The lighter is just implying where the sun is. That look good. Hey, we're starting to get somewhere. I gotta remember the edge rule though. Always go a little bit off the edge with your colors. Oops. Can I just put you away? You're starting to distract me. Let's just get some edge continuity going. There we are. That's starting to get that. What does the sunlight look like without my glasses? Okay. We're on to the next level. Means we're on a heavy paint. Do we want to do a black? Let's see. Let's just silhouette this. Now comes the hard part. All right. Just gonna do something like this. Keep it very nice, very simple for me. Go. Well. There we are. Do I like that? I like that. I really do. I like the impact that we're getting. And then what else do we want to do? We want to. I feel it needs something. I know there's a part of me that is just tempted to pull one of these. I'm going to add another layer, so if I don't like this, I can undo it. Yes, I'm going for that chicken thigh out approach, but the last line was not it. Hold on. Nope. See that? This. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Painting is such a strange process. Do this one out. I'm going to want this in like later. I may want to change the color, change that track. That's some good anchor points. Now we're going back to black. I know I'm not pushing it hard enough or far enough, but I went for a dragon, it turned into a fox bat. Do that. Well, that's okay too. All I have to do is add a tail to make it go. Let's see. Rush. It's Bela Lugosi. Yes. You think I'm pulling a Chernobog? A Chernobog? Excellent reference and excellent catch. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm very pleased with that. Let's do this. Doesn't like a little bit of night on Bald Mountain. One day I will have the courage / mentality to get the image the way I want. I never push my dragons far enough. This. Back. I should have done the color on a different layer. I goofed that part up, but I do something like this. Yeah, or does it say? Oh, the giant. It doesn't have to make sense. Nothing else makes sense. It could be a demon fox back. That could happen. I love fox bats. Oh yes, that's what Carl was referencing. Foxy. He was referencing Bela Lugosi did the inspiration / reference posing for Chernobog, the name of the demon that comes out of the Beast of Bald, Night of Bald Mountain. And that's almost suitably terrifying. Just breaking out old, shady techniques and having myself a very good time. You ever wondered about the phrase like a bat out of this is that bat? Man, this is the real terror that flaps in the night. I love this guy. He's supposed to be a dragon. He kind of went wyvern, and now I can't find his tail. But I don't think I care. It might be held aloft. But look at this. I mean, this is starting to come out in such a way that I am just a bit amused. Trying to add that stretch and that softness. That soft. Honestly, yes, it's a lot of gradient work. Whoops. But it's fun. I like playing with the lighting. And I am going to play with the lighting too. Come over here real quick and get whatever that was. There we go. That's pretty good. Allegro non troppo. This is how much fun. What, of Fantasia? Absolutely. I haven't watched that in a long time. I may have to take advantage of, I'm using my eraser. I don't know my eraser. Of, my film stuff. There we go. Just trying to draw the colors, get that shape implied the wings. I don't know if it's working. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment, Carl. That soft, that holding. Now I'm going to come over. Actually working on, I'm going to add another layer, let mode multiply. Let me look at something. If I go on the gradient, I go this way. And then we just toy with that as a shade. There it is. There it is. Now we're starting to get something. Oh, it really is. It's brilliant as a feature. There's nothing quite like it. No, I don't like that. I don't like what that's doing because that's over homogenizing. I don't know. I lose a lot, but I kind of like the. Okay, so if I come here, I'll put this. What color is that? I like, yeah, it looks better with the darkness. Black light paint. Oh yeah, it would. I love black light paint. I'm more than familiar with the use of black light paint. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do something. So this may be an optional one. Nope, I need my. Just figure out how I want to do this. No, I didn't do it. If Nick suddenly buys a large velvet canvas, we know it won't be an Elvis painting. Nah. Whew. Honestly, I'm kind of pleased with this one. I kind of banged this one out. But I don't have my side columns on. Oh, I don't. Okay, there's a minor miscommunication in that. People think I actually plan ahead what I am going to draw for the day on this stream. I very, 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 very much do not. Normal. We're gonna add a soft light glow. Feels a bit like cheating, but oh, I completely goofed up. I got lined up. Oh, there we go. Need to know later. I'll do that. I'll do that. Something like that. Girl Scouts will sell to anyone. Oh, I know. I could fix this part up just a bit. I think this is soft line. Oh, okay. No, I didn't. That's all right, soft line. That's fine. Well, maybe. We'll see. No. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do. It's pretty metal. Just sign here. Just sign here, little girl, and I'll make sure you sell more cookies than anyone. Little Susie Fast. Okay. Why not? It's too funny not to at this point. It is too funny not to. Oops, way too much, way too much. Ooh, Thesis brought you a cookie. Good boy. Good boy, Thesis. Okay. There we are. That looks pretty good. I'm really to the point of I don't really want to mess with this too much more, which is one of the harder parts. Shortbread with chocolate shell. That sounds amazing. Yeah, this is done. I'm just gonna figure. I'm not even sure how I'm signing this thing, to be honest. Okay. No. That's a good one. File. Save as. Negotiating with the calamity. Ooh, that's good. That's good. We like that. We're here for that. I really, really should have time-lapsed it, but that's okay. You're going test. That's PNG. Fine. I'm going to double check something. Yeah, another week. Excellent. Oh. I need to come here.
I found a missing battery.
Okay. Set it next to the battery box, and I will put it away. But I have a screw propped against the battery box. I don't want to lose. Excuse me. And oops. I need to bring that back to where it's supposed to be, which I still like Papyrus because it looks adventurous to me. Although Percolator Expert is one of my all-time favorites. And we will just update this to there. Sir, coward, yeah, you come back. And this will be export JPEG, NTF 11. Oh, sorry. 5 11 26. That's not fine. Yeah. I always double check that my date's right. Yeah, cool. Okay, cool. I just got eyeball set up basically. I like dark chocolate. Ooh, dark chocolate is good though. Time for a music break, and it's time for a commercial. Why, yes. Yes, I do have Pingu. It might be time to drag him out and cause some trouble. I'm in the mood for mischief. What kind of mischief am I in the mood for? What kind of mischief am I in the mood for? First, we have to go musical. Now, somebody sent me a note about art today. Let's see. That's HFG. Oh, I have to do body armor. Content polls. I gotta mess with those. I haven't messed with the content polls yet. Okay. Art, music first. Ireland's Mud. Per tradition. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. And also, Dawn, I need you to put your links for your t-shirt in because I don't think that it made it in. While people are drooling about over cookies. Oh, God. I am feeling something. Can't quite describe it, but I'm definitely feeling something today. Okay, what we got? You know what my brain's trying to give me, Jerome, but we're not doing that. So let's get a nice pencil color. Do I have a good reference? No, all my references are vertical because I take, I get so much that is phone related. I wanted to use that, but not here. I need to ink that real one. Not hitting. Not hitting. Strangers who are knights exchanging glances. I am definitely going to need to look for more sitting or landscape posed people. Okay, do a quick gesture drawing. And, oh, did my music stop? Let me check something. Nothing changed on my end. Thank you. This. This, and I forgot to close my door. I'm trying to get faster again, which with the sore hand is probably not the smartest of ideas. But what have I ever done the smart thing, guys? You know me. There we go. Things all off on that, isn't it? Okay, cool. Angle's off. We can fix that. That now can be fixed pretty easy. Switch. And we're just cruising. Whoo! Yeah, you're rocking that, man. Still trying to keep it overall pretty light on the pose. Guess I'm in the mood to draw dragon wings. Okay, we can do that. This. There we go. Ah, there we go. My eyes are watering today. The allergies are just going nuts. I wonder if cottonwood is blooming. Something is making me absolutely miserable. And since that's the case, ooh, Kindle's fully charged. Excellent. Just thinking. Sometimes you just gotta think. There we go. Not bad. Give it just a little bit more dysfunction. There we go. Now we'll add another layer, just like this one. Wait. Back here. Realized I had gotten off on my pen. And I'll just start at the, whoops, this one gets to pull up. I got quiet again. My mind was spinning up stories, and that's not fair to you guys because you can't hear the stories in my head yet. I can't tell you everything I was thinking because much of it is for things that are coming. Oops. Hey! I can't chat on Discord, sorry, Heels. Right now, on the off chance you're not a bot, I'm sort of rather busy. I have to do this stream, and then I have to do a small arms deal of the Nerf variety. Nope, I like that one. There we go. We're getting there. This is just going to take a while. Sometimes it does. Sometimes you just sit back and you get comfortable in your seat and you realize this picture is going to take till it says it's done. There we go. That's what we got. Let's see how this is coming out. Is it pin-uppy? Yeah. Do I regret that it's pin-uppy? No. Am I going to add a bunch of details to make it feel less? No, I don't know. Pin-uppy? Possibly. Nope. I think I'm going to have a commercial break in just a second for some hydration and maybe a snack. Because I am quiet. And I shouldn't be quiet when I'm working. Quiet shouldn't be a thing I am. Let's see how this is going. Yep, I don't like that. I'll recast that line. There we go. There we are. Okay. I'm not even worried about the error at the end. I can just now here I am, of course, using my zero pen. It is my favorite. Good sort of thing. Jeez, I can't get the curve to go like I want it. My hand's not cooperating. Somehow. Yep, it is definitely time for me to run an ad and get up and stretch because I'm just feeling it right now. So, who's that? Here we go. Let's run the monthly one.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
I'd do full shoots with my wife that way. I'd have no problem doing a pin-up for, calendar for myself that was just shots of my wife. Honestly, I think that would be really cute. Don't know if she'd go for it, but let's lose the lines that aren't there so I can see what's actually there. Okay. Not bad. I want to redo that back tail. Oh well. It's like I'm suddenly feeling just that surge of, oh wait, blood sugar. Wednesdays I take a shot, and I forgot today. I took my shot, but it always plummets my blood sugar when I take it. So I needed to real quick slam something to bring that blood sugar right back up where it needs to be so that I can function better. And it really is a game changer being able to have a little bit of blood sugar. I mean, I could also use about 3 hours worth of nap. But that happens too. Down with the thickness. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I draw slender ladies, and I draw thick ladies, and I draw slender men, and I draw thick men. You have to, I think, appreciate the different forms and options of beauty. And you know, anything that happens wrong is not her fault. She was drawn that way. But I'm going to go put some music back on. Variety is the spice of life. Absolutely. Brave New World. We'll do that. For some reason, a couple of these lines just are not hitting what they want. And that happens. What you're seeing is me having a struggle. Now, I may like the results of some of the struggle, but I am very much having to fight for this one. But okay. And I did get a little shaky there. I'm going to need a little something. I'm not sure what yet, but I'll figure it out. Oh, we got some more comments. Yeah, wings are a challenge. But then again, the best things in life are also challenging. You know? What do we call it? Yeah, I've got just a bit tremor today. I'm finding. So there'll be a lot of little twinges while I deal with that. Let's see what we got. Oh, Oops. I know when I do art and it makes me miss an old friend, I've done it well. I have a friend who I've not spoken to in a very long time. I need to reach out to her, make sure she's doing okay. Oh, okay, I see what's wrong. What about this? Like that. There we go. One of these. I have lace brushes, and I can quite easily essentially cheat this, but I'm not going to. Add a layer blend mode. I will say multiply. Fill black. For other layers. Almost got it. Let's see how much do I have to fix. Okay, not that much. Not that much at all. Let's see. We gotta go back and back. There we go. Close your lines. Oh, well. Dirty trick. Mark with layer below. Yeah, I'm not fighting that. Now, if I zoom a bit, what do we get on? Add a layer, blend mode, multiply, and a little easier. Not bad. Let's see how's this working. Not bad at all. We're getting there. Back down here, grab the line. Back here, move to there, get that. Alrighty, now we're getting somewhere. What kind of color palette do I want to do? We'll do a shading line. I want to do one separate from that, so I guess we're gonna have to go airbrush. And we'll just start hitting anywhere that we think the shade would hit. If I do it right, it should very naturally come across precisely how I want. I'm gonna have to come back and fix that line. That's okay. Today's a very windy day. That's okay. I just had to get in the groove. Okay. Let's see. I would think chairs for people with wings would either have a support that's very narrow, so it could go between them, or it would have the opposite, where it's split on either side, and then the wings can just kind of slot through. And yes, I'm doing a slightly more painterly approach to the coloring. That's going a bit bigger to make my life just a bit easier. There we go. Smooth that out. Here. I have to decide on her hair color too. Oh, hi Dusty. Let you guys watch Dusty. He's more interesting than I am most of the time. Man. I'm thinking a very This may require airbrushing, but it's about time for a break. So first thing I'll do is I'll go solo so you can at least watch Dusty's tail a bit. Yeah. And then I am going to turn off the music and I'm going to run another ad for some more great people. Who needs an ad? Well, I know that a new one of these is coming out, so I'm going to run this ad.
Hey there, everyone. This is Donna Carlene. Want some romance mixed in with a dead body or more? Did you enjoy my Hunter's Ridge series? Set in a small town in Alabama, it's the story of Northern Rider computer tech Carly Simone and the love of her life, Captain B.J. Martin of the Hunter's Ridge PD. But life in a small town is not all roses and beer, as Carly's expertise in true-life crime-telling makes her the Hunter's Ridge murder expert. And then there's nowhere to go dancing except the Dixie with its country music. But Rocker Carly can adjust, can't she?
Okay. Had to clarify that. Close. Oh, well, I'll shout for Sandra to open the door if the cat needs out. Well, that was chaos. That was chaos part 2, the revenge. Hi. Yeah, do you think you're helping or do you think you're making it worse? Do you think you're helping or making it worse? That's what I thought. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh, you're docking. You're not even coming up nice. Okay, make me lift. Make me do cat curls. Fine. We'll take a dusty break. We'll take a dusty break. Dusty. Yes, I love you. Yes, I love you. Okay, come on. Yes, I love you. They need a dusty break too. Want your fat man pedo? Yeah. Look, I'm not judging. You are an agile little house panther. Okay? Okay? No. Don't tell me I need a nap because I know I need a nap. But I can't take a nap because I'm streaming. People are talking to you, I bet. And yes, you guys, when you help me keep these little fluff butts in food too. Yes, there was chaos. Okay. There. Is that better? Oh, don't be agitated. Okay. They want Dusty. Yep. They look at me. Sir. You can't be on the picture, but you can look out the window. Is that okay? Can we work that as a deal? No, you cannot have the pictures. You can't have the picture. I have to work. Okay. Are you going to sit there while I work? You're not? Okay. I have to. Okay. No, sir, I have to get back to work. Well, yes, I love you. Yes, I know it's been almost 2 hours, but I only have 2. Dusty's the baby. Fine. I will shame you. Dusty's the baby. Now what? You're the baby. Yeah, you're the baby. Now what? Look at this. I'm rubbing his tummy. People don't believe me. I can rub my cat's bellies. Here we go. Yeah, that's my face. You're the baby. You'll be good. You'll be good. Can I get to work? Sir? I have pictures to do. I'm not done, sir. Yes. Okay. Go on. Xander, please open the door so Dusty can get out. Sir, no. Yeah, the doors can get opened.
I was coming.
I know. I'm just explaining it to him. Go on, Dusty. Call him. Yeah, you've marked everything. Go on. Shoo. Good day, sir. Thank you, Xander. Now, maybe we can get back to our regularly scheduled art program already in progress. Don says hi, Xander.
Hi.
Yeah, I hope you heard him say. Oh, that cough is coming back. Well, put Vortex Manipulator on and we'll get back to it because I think this is just going to need some smearing. Smooth out. Yeah. Check it out on a cell phone. Yes. She got her filters on now, y'all. Okay, now get this out of color. This part definitely needs. This part definitely needs smushing. Okay, now we'll make her hair what, bright blue? That work? You want to do that? Just make her hair blue. You like that? We're gonna see. We are going to see if I like that. Because I'm still not sure. The dress can be an off black. I don't see if I go off black. Let's see. Do we like it? Do we like it? I just realized I accidentally gave her optical length gloves. Let's just do this. Yeah, because that actually breaks up a lot. There we go. Go right back to where we were. I'm just airbrushing in kind of sloppily. Because I'm come back with the smudge tool and smooth it out. But I want to come back much lighter with this and go much smaller. And by much lighter, I can get the combos I need. We're going to go real quick and then go back to it. Thank you. I'm getting somewhere. And like I said, a lot of times I can try different methods, different techniques. Okay. It lets me see what's going to work, what isn't. Okay. Again, I'm just smoothing out. I'm not fully losing what I did with the airbrush. I'm just using it to smooth some of the layers. She'll lighten up just a bit, but it'll also let me see that, like, I did not hit where I thought with this. So we'll do that. Now I am going to have to do an eraser around her, but I'm okay with that. That's just part of dealing with the wonders of the smudge brush, is you have to clean it up a little. But I don't mind hiding it. I was going to think. It's actually pretty controlled, all in all. I'm not done yet either, but that's okay too. This one may require a visit or two from different layers to get right. No. There we go. Not bad. Right, a little bit more work to do. Oh, we got some commentary. Okay, I'm glad you love that kid. Hey, you guys go do what you got to do. I appreciate the folks who are sticking around. We're just going to do that purple shade. We're going to narrow it even further down. Oh, no. Not bad. We'll give her the classic. Oh. I belong to somebody. There. Okay. Let's see how she's coming out. Not bad. Hey, you know what? No, I'll save that red. I have a slightly more dastardly idea for that red. Go brighter. We can definitely go bright. Because this is going to be one of those that I'm going to do a couple transformative tricks to. And I'm going to like what I see more. I just have to get enough room to get a proper pen stroke in. Now, multiply. After that, we can do this. And we're going to do this. We're only tiny together. You can do that. But Nick, yes. Just faith. Okay. Oh. That coming out. Yeah. quite spooky. Sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes you just need crank out a spooky. Accepting the idea of it spooky. Not bad. Another one more. Another multiply. This one we're going to go hardcore. Actually, I want that blue. That blue gray is going to be important. Okay. Sink that there. And then we're going to go back to our airbrush, go back to our muddy white. We're not going to play around nearly as much this time. This. Let's see if that doesn't give it the vignette I want. How does that look? Not bad. Not bad. Good enough. Good enough for government work. I think it's time to sign off on it. And we will save this as Alondra, which I just put that name out of nowhere and I love it. The succubus is awaiting you. Oh, I never finished that picture either. Shoot, well, if I get time, I'll come back to that later. Okay, now we'll just go bright red there. As much as Chiller would fit, we're going to go all the way down to here. Where are we? Iris. And we will, of course, never mind the. We will typo it, is what we will do. We'll say, never mind the furthermore. That'll give me something to cheer me up on stuff. Very nice. File, export, single layer, JPEG, and TF 5/13/26. Bam, bam, and bam. Okay, so that means I have one more to do. Looks like it's a great time for a quick break. So we will promote our good friend. He will stop the music for a moment because he's been promoting Dan Hallfield this whole time. Our good friend Foxy.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Okay, that was good. We need one more, File new. What shall we do? Any thoughts? Any requests? Hey, you have a good one, Chris. It's always good you could chat by. What do we want to do? Okay, that I can't do. I got a message direct, and no. That would not meet terms and conditions, so to speak, terms of service. So, what do we have to work with? Okay. My brain is feeling foggy. Okay. What are we doing? I'm feeling foggy. Okay. Since I haven't got anybody coming in, and since it's nice and relatively quiet, we'll take a break from Dan Hallfield's music. We'll hit Feeding the Ducks. It came free. Because I can get trancy with that. So we're going to get trancy. Let's do some more background work. So first, let's go. Let's just cut loose a bit, shall we? I think you guys will forgive me if we do. Gondola. Just hopping, popping. Sometimes you just gotta let your mind lose it. Just completely. This. I love when I bump into this. Now, who's messaging me now? Okay. Nope, my house isn't for sale right now. Thank you. Okay. It's weird domed. Want to add like almost magical feeling elements. Want to fantasify this gondola system. The great thing is I could use right now, I could just be like, here's a rough sketch thumbnail, and it would do the job. But is that who I want to be in? Not right now. Well, I am utterly exhausted today. And I'm like poof tapped out. I'm also a man of some integrity when I can be, and everybody fails. Themselves or their expectations, but I haven't quite decided what these buildings are because I'm not much at all. Particular picture. I'll make it crystal clear. I'm barely behind the wheel on this one. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Not sure I like this, but the fact I can go tree, happy tree. I can't go whole stream without at least one or two happy trees. You guys worry about me. Okay. Okay. Go a good darker blue so I can use that to sort of solidify some things. Yeah. Not bad. Whew. Oh, this has to be I don't know. I don't know what the word for it is, but real, made more realistic, somethingized, and that's okay. How's that look? That doesn't look bad on screen at all. Just giving myself options where there might not have been, clarity where it looked like it was a little under, expressed. There we go. I'll give you extra lamplighter. That's right. There 2 lamplighters for 1. You're not doing bad today. You're getting rewards. That's left in of it. Get that left in. We're getting somewhere. A lot of times it's just finding the flow. Whew. Okay, now we're coming over here. We're going to pull the opacity way down. I got to be careful because there's such difference. And then I'm going to work on the actual drawing. If you have questions or comments, I love answering them. If you have requests, I am known to take them. Just gonna Oh, that's what's wrong. Okay, cool. Let me just do this. That. I need to move the angle of this. It has to be angled for receiving. Go. Now it's starting to get somewhere. Just gonna take a bit. Alrighty, we'll do that. Four. Just getting the work done. Oh, got lots of viewers just watching some very relaxed art. I am building a little chunk of the fantasy world that I'm on. I didn't quite know was there. I mean, I know, but yeah, this has got to be. Whoa! Just building out. Do you see how it's starting to tell a story, though? It's not just that this is just a picture of a random place. I mean, it is. But there's also a sense of a story. The story may be, both, a lot of people are taking the gondola. Good for them. But that didn't hold like I hoped. I had a gap. I see the gap. Pretty substantial, right? Let's see. There we go. Just needed that for a second. This will need to double in thickness just because of how close it is relative to there. Let's just close this monster up. See if I can get filled. Well, nope, not even close. Yeah, not even close. Let's see. That should be close enough to film now. Almost. There's the gap. And this is what you spend. You spend a lot of time just doodling, arguing with things, talking to yourself. That's a lot of the art that gets done is done simply because of this methodology. Mm. Back down. In there. Yeah, it's starting to feel a little bit. Okay. Line work in. After this, we'll just see how it's going in just a moment. Hmm. What I like is I had no idea what I was going to draw. I mean that wholeheartedly. I had no plan, no scheme, no nothing. I just knew. There you go. What's up with it? That's not looking bad, is it, guys? The little parts that aren't. This is more an idea catch than an actual piece. But it seems to be catching the idea of any solid. Having no idea where the idea came from. I mean, right now, I am just putting in the necessary darkness for the shading inside a lot of the stuff. Oh. Telling me it's another break time. Okay. It's actually lunchtime. Whew, I've been busy, y'all. That's okay. What's another day without me breaking out the lamplighter pictures or something? Just getting a little quiet, a little too sleepy. Gotta get the move on. Oh, I got some comments. Sorry. Oh, good morning, Mr. Lankard. Hello, Dave. How are you guys? Okay, you have fun, Dawn. Oh, wow. Yeah. We're just kind of trucking along on a nice 2-hour picture. A nice 2-hour stream. Nothing too intense. I haven't nearly fallen asleep on stream several times. No. Don't know what you're talking about. Whew, I'm totally not sleepy. Okay. That we've almost got this part going. Okay. Add another leg. We're going to go here. We're going to. Oh, wait, come here. I have to fix something real quick. Now, back up to here. We can go normal, multiply. Fill this very dark. All right, now I'm starting to at least get a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Where am I sitting? Do that. Do that just like that. Do this like this. Look at that. Actually, I kind of like where we're going with that. Just well, I'm working whoever is messaging me, so I hope you have a good reason. Go. What am I drawing today? Okay, well, today I have drawn, this is the third picture. I did this lovely dragon with our buddy Lamplighter showing up. I did a thick succubus, and I have been working on the further adventures of the Lamplighter, just kind of roaming him around to see, what he's up to. And I'm just kind of right now working on a chunk from his misadventures. Something he can tell stories about later, like, yep, there I was doing, minding my own business, ended up at this goofy harbor town where they work laying whiskey down. He is a man who's not around. The Lamplighter is his name. Anyway, so he's just roaming about, and this gives me development opportunities. So I can say, I need a town for something. I can use this as a inspiration as a place that I can later map as a sort of D&D one-shot setting. I have a lot of options. I just have to, right now, focus on cleaning up what I've got going on. And then I'll just have to invite my players to go, hey, do you have questions about this place? If you do, after you're done with what you're doing right now, you can explore it. Right now, they're exploring an evil serpent lair for a snake cult. They're going to get a surprise when it turns out they're not just normal snake cultists, they are gold. That should make things ever so interesting. There we go. I need to come all the way down here. I sat wrong and I triggered my chair to scrunch. So I am currently quasi-Slavic sitting on my chair. And if we're all being, fully honest, I'm not sure it's a bad thing. It's kind of nice to me to have that vibe of just the thickness of the chair. Whoa! Oh, I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. Okay, you go right there. Thank you. That. This mountain has to be dark and ominous. And we're just kind of, it's late. I've been at this for going on 3 hours. Doing my monthly walk around. Awesome. I hope that goes well. I think Carl and Donna had to excuse themselves for cat lunch. Dawn had to run off for a medical appointment for Ted. Joe is basically going to be AWOL, it's seeming, for a while he works off his butt in his new project. And thus far, I am fairly consistent. I like that. I like that as a color. Let's use that. Well, will you please stop? I don't need the dragon that is the one. No. There. Everybody together? Cool. Okay. Just putting in the work. It's the only way things will get better is if you put in the work. For the last painting of the night, it's not bad. Yeah, cheers for Ted. I think he's coming along. I think he's doing better. And that's what we want. We want Everybody do better. Oh God, you guys, I'm working this one. This one is me just choose the nail putting in the hours, but I'm not sure where. And again, this was just a true random speed paint. Like I could not pick a more random speed paint than this one. But I'm on the wrong layer. That's fine. Do this. Make that look a little more interesting. Leave the woods kind of dark and spooky. How's that looking? Not bad. Again, this is just, if you want to know what like concept art in my head would look like when I'm trying to figure something out, this is where I live. This is very much on brand concept art for me. And there's a part of me that wants to do a complete redo. I mean, just a complete, are you kidding, ground up, or use this as the base sketch and then just dive into it. But you and I know I will not have time for such shenanigans. So I might as well make this as fun as I can, right? I mean, there we go. Actually, I'll do this. I want to neonify that. By putting a brighter core. Just kick that light up just a touch. There we go. We'll add a little bit more lighting of the sort in here. Just let the water kind of play. And do this. Actually going to tone down the energy of the blue just a bit, not a lot. Just a bit to make it a little more homey. How's that? Not bad. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's starting to get there. It just takes a lot, like I said, it takes a lot of work. This part's easy. And that part's easy. You know what? We'll call it right there. It's not perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to tell a story. And I think it is. I think it's telling an interesting story. And I will leave you to figure it out conceptually. Because, yeah, for speed painting, I'm nearly at an hour. Do export PNG. The lamp lighter. Approaches. Gondola town. Oh, there's a typo there. Thanks for the catch. Do that. Boom. Now we come over here. And we go. Bam. And we go. Never mind. The furthermore. And whenever possible, I try to make it red to keep it on brand. And we are going to say, because that should be the 15th. Yep, cool. Export. JPEG. The 15th. NTF 5 1526. Okay. 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 And I didn't change the name, so I guess I have to save it proper. Save as the lamp lighter approaches gondola town. Boom. Nice. Nice. I think that's a good one. All right, folks. Yes, it is time to run an ad or three. So let's run an ad. Oh, gotta stop the music. Okay. Yep, I'm almost done. Just gotta wrap this up. All right, you guys we gotta do the walkthrough and one more act. So, first picture of the day was negotiating with the dragon. It seemed like a very good image. It's just a nice. I want my pictures to start telling the story whenever possible. Bit of character design with a launch with a succubus, followed by the lamplighter. Goes to the gauntlet. So it kind of feels like I did my pictures out of order today. And like I really want to come back and possibly redo a couple of these at higher spec. But that's okay. Got one more ad to run because I always run it this time. And I'll let us go.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel. But otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my rock and roll art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yeah, folks, I'm all about saying let you guys art. So, guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating. Because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it. But you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Toodles.